Going on. Probably for this class, we can just keep going on. Really, probably mid-August-ish. If people are up for coming, that would be lovely. So yeah, welcome to Tai Chi and tea. Very important. So this is the last time, those of you that are watching at home, that will be in this room for this one, because we're moving to Village Hall, which is what we normally have in the Wednesday class, because they've got a bigger kitchen. So, I mean, it's slightly more expensive to hire at Reach, but the price is the same, the time is the same, the tea and coffee is the same. So,
and the biscuits.
And the biscuits, yeah, don't forget the biscuits. Yeah, we're a very important part of Tai Chi training, biscuits, that's very good. So you just have your feet shoulder width apart. Let me just do up my shoelaces. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the strength and, I mean, I'm technically trained in strength and balance, but I never...
I think they're still around. They're either fully booked, or I just don't get any response from anyone if I email or leave a text. So I don't know what's happened, but it was a brilliant class, really good.
Yeah, because I learned off of Lisa Robertson and Simon Hannah, and they were fantastic. Yeah. But because I was already teaching Tai Chi, I was like, oh yeah, and they went, oh well, we've already got 1 million strength and balance teachers, could you go and teach Tai Chi?
Well, you can't have enough in my opinion. It was a brilliant thing.
Yeah.
And we had music. We didn't do it to music particularly, but we did some routines to music.
Yeah, we have some music after we do the warm-up bit, and then I've got some music that I use. So yeah, what you listen to and what Ron listens to will come out on Bandcamp. I mean, have you got a CD player at home?
Yes.
Okay, well I'll lend it to you after.
It's a DVD player, you need.
The DVD,
yes.
That works with CDs too. Ron found that out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know that. Because I have a CD player at home, but it stopped working. So the only way I can listen to my CDs is in my car.
Yes.
And then all you hear is so we're nice and tall. And the idea is you want to feel the feet. So what we do is we go on the first third of the foot, just show from the side, and we sink the hips back and down, so that we kind of slot into place just behind the ball of each foot. And there's a sort of softness, bounce feeling in the knees. And we're nice and taut, and the chin's tucked in and the head floats up. And we're breathing. So I had a wonderful class with Mike last Wednesday. Really, really, really good. It's a more advanced class that he teaches on a Wednesday, but we spent most of the time just shifting the weight. Actually, we didn't do much. And it really murdered your leg. So when we're turning, we keep the knees relatively still and in line with the toes. There we go. And I reminded him about the t-shirts. Look at the t-shirt. These are getting really old now. We need some new ones. And he went, oh yes, I forgot. I went, oh, okay, well, could you unforget and get in touch with them again and get the t-shirt? Because all mine starting to get, they've got holes in, get a bit worn, the picture's fading. So we either have pink writing or green writing, and everything's in black. But and they, in the old days, they used to come out a bit bigger, so it meant if it was cold and winter, you could put stuff underneath it, and it was quite nice to have a training t-shirt. Now I need to get in touch with Forever Active because they've expanded again, so I might see if they've got anything going on.
Maybe I'll try.
Yeah.
I think they've got classes, but they're so busy. I think I just can't get into one.
I sent them a check last week. Are they still there?
I think so.
Okay.
I've got no idea. I mean, I get their emails, and I could try phoning. I could try phoning up Jane. I've still got Jane's number and find out what's going on.
I haven't given them my annual £15 rate.
Well, it's the thing is, there's no classes we can go to at the moment, so it seems largely pointless.
Yes.
I
to
just
do
felt
this.
a bit guilty and I thought it's...
Oh, well, they always need donations. I mean, if you want to give them a donation, that's brilliant, because then it means, you know, they can... But the COVID did make a big difference. And the other thing, they've just changed their computer system, because the problem with clubs, it was...
Yes, it didn't work, did it?
Oh, it was awful, wasn't it?
Mm.
So they've got a different lot now. I mean, I don't know why they couldn't have just kept it without using any of that stuff, which is what they worked perfectly fine before, just using emails and texts and phone calls, you know?
Yes.
Rather than all that. And then what I'd do is I'd fill in a form, they'd send me a form, and I'd fill it in of who was there in what month. And using the register, we'd have a register we'd physically sign in rather than this online thing. We'd just have a bit of paper with the names on, and there'd be a tick.
Yeah. Sometimes the simplest ways are the best.
And then what I'd do is I'd add all the ticks up, and then I'd put it in they'd send me a thing to fill in, and I'd fill the thing in, and then I'd email it to them and say, this is who came, this is how much they paid, this is what I took in, this is what I've owed you, I've just paid you that. Then I'd pay all the class fees to them, and then they'd pay me my wage back, and it was fine, and it worked. Because I could do that, and then the problem is with the clubs, because I've got issues with reading and writing anyway, I couldn't work it.
No,
And I was having to phone up people and say, I've tried to do this and it won't let me, and it just... nightmare.
Technology.
Yeah, it's worse. So we're just turning the ways. So that's this area here, and we're sinking down and feel the ground under your feet. And with the toes, what you want to do is you want to gently draw the toes in, and that activates the arches of the foot. So there's nice bird song in reach as well. Because I will miss it, because there's been that robin, that's the same robin I've had most since I've been in. And it's outside, it's probably that tree or that tree, it sometimes goes in that tree over there. And it just sings away, and then there's also a blackbird that sometimes,
yes.
and it's the same, you recognise them after a while. But there's a robin and a blackbird outside the ridge call. The blackbird goes along the roof a bit and then hops onto the church and then hops over onto the neighbour's house and stuff, so it's quite good. And then you also get buzzards in the field. If it's ever warm enough, we go in the playground, but it used to be a children's, like a primary school, and we go outdoors if it's not too hot or cold. So it's quite good. So what we're doing is just loosening, but we're connecting through the body. So you want to feel the whole of the body. And we're breathing, so notice the breath as it comes in, notice the breath as it comes out. Fantastic. Yeah. So I just hope everybody remembers after the bank holiday when we come back in June, where we'll be. It's like, you might get someone, well, I'm waiting, there's nobody in. So, yeah, that's because we're in reach. Maybe, do you think I should make a sign and put it on the door? Do you think, what do you reckon?
Well, Norma knows, doesn't she?
Norma knows, yeah. Unless she thought we were going to reach this point, I don't know.
Or Rosalind?
Rosalind, yeah. Oh, well,
She might know though. I don't know when she was last here.
no. Oh,
You've got a WhatsApp group?
No, I'm not that organised. We could make one if you
Like
want.
a WhatsApp group?
Have you got WhatsApp?
Because the children have got WhatsApp. and
The children.
grandchildren.
Yeah,
we've
I
got
know a
various
couple of
family
WhatsApp
ones.
groups. I'm on two Tai Chi WhatsApp groups, and I'm on two music WhatsApp groups. And that's quite a lot, because then you end up getting ping, because
Yeah,
someone
they
goes,
do.
oh, look, I just say such and
So,
such.
you know.
My arts people have got WhatsApp, and I find it's a bit of a nuisance.
It is a bit of a nuisance, because people will
I'm
write,
thinking all the time.
people will write something before they think, oh look, I just saw this amazing picture in this cafe.
Yeah, that's
thing.
right, that's right.
And then someone will write, yes, what's a nice picture? And then it will go to everyone, yes, I agree. And you just think, I'm not interested.
And I get a look at what's built up recently, and it's pages and pages. of
Yeah, you
it.
just lose the thread.
All
Yeah,
I
I
want to do is
find-
speak to one person.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't use that. I let it roll on and speak to the person separately.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hilarious. But yeah. I mean, for things like, if someone says, oh, there's a seminar at such and such, and this is how much it costs, and this is where it is, very, very
Yeah,
good.
that's just to keep in touch. Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
that's
with
what I
art,
meant.
you see, they just send hundreds of pictures.
yeah, or does anybody know where
What
there's
will I be doing? 10 pictures.
Yes.
Oh, I've got a WhatsApp group with the how
I've
where
got
I live,
time
my
for
house
that.
share,
Yeah.
so you know, if upstairs shower's just broken, or
That's quite useful
can
to know, isn't
anyone,
it?
can anyone contact the office about X, I have run out of time, or we've run out of milk again, can someone buy some? You know, it's all really useful, things like that. That's all it's an announcements thing, really, it's an announcement.
Yes.
And shake. So just shaking, nice and tall. Shake, 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 shake. Breathing in that. And then we go out to the side with the arms. So this is what I do with Evoca Scuba. Up, 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 up. And then you stretch. And then you let the arms drop. Oh, I do like that one. It's brilliant. They went all the way to China to learn how to bounce and shake, whereas I only had to go to Reading, because that's where they live, so that was great. So we just do that. Shake, 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 shake. And we're all breathing very good. Shake, 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 shake. And then we go up. And you've got the trick with this one that I found tricky when I first started learning this was keeping the shake movement going while you're going up with the arms, and you stretch up so you feel the elasticity in the skin, and then you just and I really like that. But if you're practicing at home, for the viewers at home, make sure you've emptied your pockets of your keys or your loose change, because that's not much fun. And then we do 3 of the raising the arms. So this is the last one. So we just set the shake up, set nice and long, and we're just we're nice and tall.
Useful for Halloween as well.
Oh yeah, you can wait for pretending to be a ghost or a zombie or something. Woo! And then fantastic, that's great. It's very good. I do like bounce and shake, but when I did it with my teachers, we did it for much longer, both of those exercises we did, and we were also looking at moving around, and then we went for a bouncy walk, and it was very, very interesting. So what I'm hoping, when we've found our permanent home for this class, I would like to start doing what I did in the Tai Chi for rehabilitation training, looking at using little weights. So you can hold like a little weight, and then the other thing we used those terra bands.
Yeah, just
Yes.
pull
And
them.
you pull them, yeah, because you can do the Tai Chi.
Yeah.
You can do the Tai Chi movements using a band. So like when we do the 18 set, we did the 18 set with Mark, and you know the one where you do the punch,
Yes.
and then you do that. We had to wear a band. We had a band on our back, and then we pulled it, and it was a really and it was the lightest ones he had as well. And it was hard work. So we'll give those a go with some of the Qigong exercises, just because what it does is by using the bands, it pulls the muscles, which then strengthens the bones.
Yeah.
It's really good for the bone density, and we can also, if you get like what we'll do is we'll give ourselves time to get all our equipment. I might buy some actually there's a sports shop in Cambridge that does quite cheap things, or I can bulk buy.
I got
And
some
get cheaper.
from TK Maxx in.
Yeah, the TK Maxx, they do things.
That's
They do
£100,
very cheap,
Yeah.
very cheap equipment. I wouldn't have anything more, 100 grams or half a kilo for the beginning, and maybe build up to 1 or 2 kilos. But then you can, like when you do wave hands like clouds, you can do it with a weight. And then he also gave me these big ball things, the physio balls, the half kilo, and you can do your you can do your Tai Chi with them. So it would be good to explore all that, just because it's very, very good for strengthening. But you just got to get the what I might do is when I finish paying for the car stuff, and I've got a few bills and things, I can then bulk buy some stuff that we can use in this class to just.
Yeah.
We don't have to do it every week, but it's just quite interesting to try things out, and it's quite good. So where were we? Oh yes, let's do this one. So we just do it nice and slow. So you make we'll do it this way first. You make a T shape, you come down and then you cross. And we just do that. So we'll finish the warm up, and then we will do the. I'll put the music on. I've got my. Yeah, you could borrow the CD next, because it's basically, I'm trying to get ideas on. So yeah, some of the tuning was a bit off on one bit, but he can fix that in the studio. So you go down and up, down and up. I had fun banging the drum as well, that was fun. Hey.
Was that like an Irish drum? Or
Yeah, well it's the drum I use for the healing stuff.
Okay.
It's one that sort of I think it's based on what the Native Americans use,
Right.
and the First Nations people use. But you use it for the sound vibrations for kind of massage and Reiki. I did a little bit of an idiot's guide to sound healing.
Okay.
I might do the full course in sound healing because it's very interesting. But I've got to get my Reiki free first for the dementia unit, and then I'll do. I've got a lot to learn at the moment. I've got all the sound healing, and then also I've got some extra forms to learn for the Tai Chi. I've got some new stuff I've started learning. So keep breathing. Lovely. And turn the palms up. There we go. So I'll just show from the side here. So, and you're looking forwards, and you're listening behind. Yeah. I also had a new eye test, because I've not had one since pre-COVID. Well, I think they've changed a bit, and but not too much. And but it just meant I've got, because there was the pair I'd trodden on, that they'd fixed a bit, but I was like, no, I think I'll just get a new pair, because these are my spare pair,
Right.
and they ain't got the right prescription on.
No, okay.
And then I've got my new pair to pick up next week, and then I've got to put these in, and then they'll put them in as well.
Good. Yes.
So it's good, but it was. Glasses ain't cheap though, are they?
No, no.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's look at the loosening exercise. So what we'll do is just take the feet slightly further apart, and we're aiming for the middle of each foot, and we're transferring the weight. Transferring the weight. And we're all breathing. Ah, what a relief. Now the sun's come out.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's lovely.
What's the
I might open the back door.
Blackbird appeared again?
It was amazing, wasn't it, last week, that blackbird?
Yes.
Fantastic. It's like the song was just like something else.
Was he under contract to come here at a certain time?
I don't know, they seem to know what the time is.
Okay.
Because one of my friends, her mum, used to feed a fox
Yeah.
every day at 6 o'clock. And if she was late, the fox would be there at 6 o'clock at the dot. It was amazing. No, they made, and I found out about it because my friend sang a song, she's a folk singer, and we were at a folk festival together, and she had this song about this lady in a fox, and it always made me cry. And I said, "Oh, what's the story behind it?" She goes, "Actually, it's about my mum who used to, she, you know, just lost a bloke, and then she was eating dinner on her own, and there was this fox looking really mangled, and then she basically gave it half of her sausages,
No.
and it was at 6 o'clock. And then she thought, oh, that was nice, and then she kind of left some food out for it at 6 o'clock the next day. And then that was then they had this little thing, and then at one point the fox turned up with some smaller foxes, so it was quite, it was quite a nice story, and she made a folk song about it that was fantastic.
That's nice.
So I think animals seem to have a better sense of the time, even though none of them have got watches, and but they do. Yeah. So this is this one. Okay, now what we do, I'll just turn up. If you go to your left foot and sink into the left foot, and you feel your hips sink. So that's one of the characteristics of Tai Chi, the sinking the hip, and the chin tucked in and having this long thing of the spine. Then you turn to the opposite corner. So you turn into the right, even though you're in your left foot, and then you transfer the weight, go into the right foot, turn to the left corner. And it really merges your legs. So you transfer the weight and turn and look. So the idea with the eyes, you have this soft focused gaze, and they say it's like the eyes of a sleepy tiger. They're relaxed but alert. And I like tigers, anyway, I think tigers are brilliant. And I've seen loads of pictures of tigers, and I watch films of tigers, and they have this real, you know, with their glare. They sort of stare like that. Oh.
Sleepy tiger.
Sleepy tiger, yeah. You sent me a picture of one, didn't you? A sleepy tiger. I loved it, it's great. But sleepy tiger, so I'm trying to keep my feet still. Hang on, let me do this right. I transfer the weight. That's great. So that's the movement. But we're just looking forward, we're sinking. It's like we're swiveling on a chair, really. So we don't want any leaning, we want to be upright. So that was something everyone was very adamant about. So Rebecca Scoop, she's one of my main teachers. There's Mike Tabret, there he is, head honcho of the school here. And then I also learn with Eva Karoka Scuba. I've got a couple of other teachers dotted about, but they're my main three really these days. But I do go to seminars and things with other people because it's good to kind of keep things fresh and always learn. Like Mark Peters, the head honcho of the Tai Chi Union, he does some good courses, and the rehab training I did with him. There we go. Okay, we'll just shake out. I'll just get the music set up. I know we like music, and we will have the tea break as well. Just get that ready. The only problem is that they like the adverts. They always have too many adverts. So I might have to switch it off for the. Oh, it's an advert, isn't it? Okay, let's just get a bit more fresh air. The sun's up, and you can hear. Oh yeah, what a good idea. We've got the children. Oh, the nice harmony. But the yeah, I think there's a couple of members of the WI walks all the flowers round. Very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll put the music on now. Yeah. That's not working. Oh dear. Yeah, any questions while I'm messing around with this silly thing? Oh, I know, because I just put the body on. Okay. That's me and Peter. That's better, isn't it? So what we do with the arms is you go up like that to the T shape, and then you go down and then one goes across the front and one goes across the back. And you actually want to have a very good contact through the arm. So there's this really feeling the whole of the arm touching your trunk of your body. And you come up, and then you do the other side. You come up, and then down, and up. So this, most of my classes, the majority of my classes I record and put up on the YouTube channel. And then people can join in, and you know, we've probably got students that have never been physically to a face-to-face class, and probably haven't even come on the Zoom classes, but watch on the YouTube channel. So it's really nice. So I don't know, you know, I don't know where they are in the world, or it's quite exciting, really. So, okay, so now we've got those together with the weight shift. So go like this, you transfer the weight and turn and go to the opposite corner from what we're doing. Just let the arms drop. So the birdsong you can hear there was birdsong that me and my friend Nick recorded. I'm hoping to see him soon. So if you look at what I'm doing, I drop the arms and they come up. I drop the arms and they come up. I drop the arms. So don't forget the drop. The drop's just as important as getting the arms in the right place. Let me show you that from the side view. Now the good thing about Tai Chi is because we do very similar things every week, you just gradually get to know movements at deeper levels. Deep breathe. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, so the numbers were getting a bit low here as well, so I thought if I move towns, I might villages, I might attract a couple more. I've just got to do a little advert for it. Keep breathing some more, very good.
Can you advertise it anywhere down there?
Yeah, there's three. I'll ask David Parr, he's like the boss of the village, it looks like, so he knows everything, and I'll just ask him and say, yeah, look.
They've got their own magazine as well.
They've got, yeah, I advertise in it. Oh, I must remember to I've got to update that. Thanks for reminding me. I'll get in touch with David because he knows everything,
Right.
so he'll know what to do. I'll always ask him.
Isn't that Clunch? I think it's the...
No, that's the Burwell one. No,
Burwell,
there's the
yeah.
Reach one.
Right.
Because I advertise in Reach and in Burwell and in Load.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swanton
And
Bulbert?
in the EDI.
Swanton Bulbert?
Oh, is there one for them?
They have a separate magazine.
Oh, okay. What a good idea. Right, we'll just do this. So it's like, we go, oh no, not another pothole, isn't it? I've been, do you know, that garage has done brilliant out of the potholes. Really has.
Yeah.
But they don't like it either, because they're having to fix so many cars. I mean, they are making some money, but
Yeah. Certainly you just spent
they've all got to drive too, you see.
Yeah. I rode up a child recently,
Yeah.
part more one, and had to get you a bulge on this.
I had to get them 2 new tyres because of a pothole, and I've avoided one, and I drove into another one, and there it was. Oh, hello balloons! Where did you come from? Well, that's
Can I tell you
hilarious.
something?
Well, we're obviously having a party in this class.
Is it on-
Beautiful balloons.
Is it on
They're
the
very
British,
nice, real balloons.
is it on the British Intelligence or
I
something?
don't know. I'm gonna
Get on the door.
charm on the door. That's brilliant. Yeah. Like yesterday, on Friday, I was having to teach out in my garden in the rain, which wasn't much fun. Then I borrowed the head honcho has got a spare room that I've been given special permission to teach Tai Chi classes in, which is really good. And I got photobombed by the cat. It just kept walking when I was teaching my classes, and then the cat just would walk in front of me and look at me and look at the camera and go, it's really funny. It's just, I don't know, now I've got some balloons. Yeah, well, they got rid of all the bunting.
Oh, yeah.
They had bunting last week and the week before, with lovely little flags and all that. So yeah, for that, those of you that have just sort of happened in on this class on YouTube, the music you can hear, that's me and my friend Peter, and I went to see him. He lives in Munsley in Norfolk, and he plays at the church there.
Yeah.
He plays at the church there. And we're hoping to resurrect the Rhythm and Moves weekend. We might call it something else. I do movement, mindful movement, and he does this lovely music, but then we also play together. Soaking music, Christian hymn music. And then my friend Nick gave us the birdies to play along with, who calls birds. So. Eventually that will be a CD as well, because it's quite nice to do try a tune to it. I'll be putting it up on the Bandcamp first, because I can do that. I even sold my first EP on Bandcamp, which was exciting. I did a little EP with my friend Nick, mostly bird-related songs, folk songs. Very nice. So breathing in and out. Fantastic. Okay. Let's just check our posture. So this is Wu Chi style. It's a parallel style. 2 fist gap between the knees. You sink the hips back and down. They're nice and tall. And relax the shoulders. And just turn the waist. So we turn the waist, but we allow the arms to go back and forward. So you will really let go in the shoulders. What was the name of the lady who owns the tortoise? That comes here sometimes.
Yes, I was telling Mary.
You were telling me.
Because I know the tortoise's name is Bluebell,
Bluebell.
but I can't remember her name. It's just too
No, I
fast.
couldn't remember her name.
Never mind. I do occasionally get emails from her.
Oh,
so
dear.
I'll try and... Is it Dora?
Dora.
Dora. Yeah,
Dora,
I'll send
well
her an
done.
email.
Was the name.
She was having some health issues, so that's why she's not been able to come. But
It was always nice to hear about Bluebell.
oh yeah, the stories. Went on a real rant about the price of lettuce and how the tortoise was eating her out. Fantastic. And the great escapologist and how it had to get rescued from the almost got by a combine harvester, and someone had to, because there was a combine, and they had to run and pick up the tortoise before the combine harvester got. That Bluebell's quite heedless,
Yes.
you know. And I mean, you know, for an old lady of 126 or something, it's amazing. So yeah. Tales of tortoise trauma, wasn't it? Every week. Great. So I do miss that.
Some people drill a little hole in their shell, don't they? Put a chain on it so they don't get too far.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Seems a bit weird. I like that. There was that giant Galapagos one, wasn't there? It was massive, and it's like, what was it, 200 and something? Or
Yes,
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
it's really, really old. Fantastic. Okay, then wobbling. Doing a very long-winded warm-up, but that's all right.
Very good.
are.
There we are. Yes. So yeah, murders your legs.
My arms already feel,
Yeah.
so I use them a lot.
Yeah. You want to really relax though. Really relax the arms, and it does. It works your arms and it works your legs, and it works your balance and it works your brain because of the coordination stuff. Okay, let's just start. We'll start with this one. So move the hips to the side, move the hips to the front, move the hips to the side, move the hips to the back. So make a nice circle. No, I really like Jane and Lisa and all them. Who's the jumpy lady at Forever Active?
I had Anne Catchpole.
Oh,
She concentrated a lot on her dance classes as well.
yeah.
And then after COVID, she concentrated more on her dance groups and didn't seem to come back to the Ever Act. She did try.
Yeah.
She tried to hire our hall actually in Great Wilbraham.
Oh,
She said it
okay.
was too expensive.
Where's that then, Great Wilbraham? Is that near here?
Yes, but the next one across from Pottersham.
Cherry Hinton, Fulbourn
okay.
that way.
Yeah.
Other side of the A14.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
quite close to Fulbourn as well?
Very close,
Oh,
about
that's
8 minutes from
nice.
Fulbourn. Yeah.
So how long does it take to get here then? 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Oh, that's not
About
bad.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because from Cambridge it takes me about between 25 and 30, sometimes more,
Yeah.
depending on
Yeah.
traffic and potholes. Right, we're going the other direction now. We're going the other direction. Oh, that's nice. Oh, fantastic. Great, okay. So what we do now, we just stretch up, turn the palm over, and we just reach down very, very gently. So we're not trying to overdo it because it just what it does, it stretches your quadratus lumborum muscle out. Go like this, turn. That's it. And we'll do one more time each side. That's better, isn't it? Well, the problem is when you get all these lovely big sunny days, you end up doing more gardening, don't you? And then you end up wrecking your back and joint. So let's look at, we've done that, let's do the shoulders. So we just start like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Posture check. Other direction, same shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. Let's do the other shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bird folds its wings, small version. So we just do it like that. I'll come a bit closer for the camera. Look. So we're doing the small version which I did on Wednesday. We did a really tiny, one of Mike's classes, we did a really small version, and you can really feel it in your shoulder joint. It's really cool. So, yeah, it's different, isn't it? Normally when we do this one, we'll do the big version to compare, which does other things. So it's the big version, which is the one I was first taught. But then he did it really small, and then you make like, it works for different parts of the shoulder. And I like both, so I'm doing both now. The small one and the big one, and then you get it's just better for the shoulder in general. Okay, another one that's very good for the shoulder is the Peng waves its wings, which the Peng in Chinese mythology and culture is a big bird, and one wing covers half of the planet, and the other wing covers the other half of the Earth, so that's how big we are. Except it must be invisible, because I've noticed something like that. But there we go. So we rotate the palm, and so and you want to open that's it, open the palm of the hand and relax the wrist, and we sit down, and then we turn the waist, and then the palm floats up, open. I'm trying to remember if Reach has got as big a ceiling as this one. I don't think it has it? So we forward, up, back and down. And it's got 2 kettles, so really good. I'm very excited. So, hang on, keep going. Put all these out. The thing is, I'm not going to buy anything, so there's no point in advertising. One more. And then we'll do 8 with the other arm. So nice and relaxed, get yourself nice and tall. So the head's floating and the hips are sinking, so you get this lovely long feeling in the spine and a very solid feeling through the feet. You feel quite confident. When I'm standing better in the Tai Chi, and then I was curating a gig on Thursday. We've done a premiere of this song about nightingales. And we had nightingales. I sent the audio of the nightingale to all the people that were involved, and also to a few audience members, and then you press play on the phone, so the whole church was filled with nightingales. Yeah, nightingales.
Wonderful.
And then we did the piece, and it's in F, and there's a poem. There's a lady that's made this lovely poem all about nightingales, and so we do like accompanying music for her poem. And it's like, and it was magic, it really was, and I thought it was going to be a disaster. I was like, oh, I've not really done this sort of thing before, but everyone had it all in their phones, and it sounded like the whole church. Oh, it was wonderful. Yeah, there's quite, there we go. But it was very, very interesting, but one of the ladies that was one of the poetry ladies, she does a lot of Tai Chi stuff as well, so she's very embodied in how she performs and things, and it's very good. But yeah, imagine what great big wings, one more time. That's it. Lovely. Okay, so what Simon Hanna says is if you want to exercise your neck, do your shoulders and do your hips and things first, just to create a bit more room, and then when you turn your neck, it's a bit easier, so we'll do that next. So we'll just turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the middle, and then we'll make a semicircle with the nose, so we're going up to each corner with the nose. 1, just a semicircle, no further. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. Great. I think we've warmed up now. Yeah. Any questions about, well, it's not a warm-up as such, it's preparatory exercises. We're sort of preparing. So this is a bit like I was doing some playing on, Saturday, yeah, I was at the Haddon Arts Centre with my friend Tony, he's another community musician. And we played music all day at the Arts Centre, and we were wandering around playing music and looking at all the exhibitions, because it was the Arts Centre. And we set all the birds off, it was fantastic. We were playing with all these birds, so we were like, oh, they like it. So, and I met a very nice hedgehog, so it was very good. And we got paid, and we got fed, so it was a very good day. It was a very good day. Fantastic. So, yeah, let's do some. We'll do this. I'll just show you from the, we will have tea in 5 minutes. We'll have a tea break. So we're a little later because we didn't start for ages. So what I'll do, I will switch on the kettle, and then there's a bit of theme here, isn't there?
Tea's obviously a big part of it.
We do see
Surprising how that, because I haven't done exercise for a while, and my arms and legs ache, and I don't think I've done very much. Just surprising.
We've done quite a lot. We've done a lot.
I was saying my arms and legs both good.
When's the last time you went to a class?
Well, Strength and Balance was a couple of years ago, but I have been walking.
Oh,
I do some at home, but
good.
you know, just this half an hour.
I know,
My
it's
thighs
amazing,
and my
isn't it?
arms ache.
But the thing is with Tai Chi, the reason why your legs and arms ache is because you're looking at a posture,
Yeah.
and normally we're in so much of a hurry, we don't stand properly, so this does work. What it does is it works your muscles,
I can feel
and when you're standing correctly, it strengthens your back muscles. And it is like going to the gym, but it doesn't feel like you've done nothing. But once you stop, you go, oh,
Yeah.
what happened? So it's quite deceptively hard work.
It is.
It is. But you feel very relaxed. So the most important thing that we do is we relax. And you calm the mind. So you're not like switching off your brain. You're calming the mind, and then you're taking everything in. So you're paying attention to your environment, you're also paying attention to what's going on internally. So you've got this sort of, it's quite interesting practice. I've done like regular exercise, I've done like boxing and not very well, and I've done like keep fit to music. I love that.
Yeah.
I love all that. My friend, that teaches it, but the approach is quite different to regular exercise. It's more like, I guess, probably similar to yoga or Pilates, I should think. Yeah. So we're just sinking down and we're breathing. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out. Nice. And open the hands. So it's as if you're moving, imagine you're moving through water. So this is the opening movement. So we're going to be learning the first section of the Chen Laoja, and then after we've learned the first section, we'll see how we get on. So I did it into sections. So there was the thing that I used to do for years and years called Chen 15, which was the first 15 moves. But the first section, they've added some extra moves on the end of it. And it was like, oh, so, because when I went to Bristol to find out how they were doing it, it's very interesting, So, Chen style Tai Chi is said to be the oldest Tai Chi style, and it's primarily taught in Chen village in China, but they've now turned into like a small town. because they've got hotels and they've got, because it made the village money, you know, all these Western people wanted to learn about, I'll just turn that wire. Wanted to learn about Tai Chi, and that's how they make the money. And Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang, when he was not retired, he'd go around the whole world and teach thousands and thousands of people Tai Chi. Amazing. I think his son has taken up the mantle and is going. So he's coming in November, and I'm going to try and. That's why I'm saving up any money I make. I just put straight into the bank account so I can go see him, because he's really something else. I mean, he's not as good as his dad, but then he's much younger than his dad, and when he's his dad's age, I reckon he'll be better. You know, equivalent. Yeah. So. Let's just do that, and then we'll do this one. This is called Push Away the Mountain. So you come up like that, you bring your hands just behind the ears, you push, and then there's a rotation in the shoulders, and there's a sinking in the hips, like that, you see. It goes up, breathe, push out, push. It's a good one for the shoulders, and you get the rotation, that's it. So you open, feel the chest open. We won't do too many reps, we'll just do 2 more, because it's quite a tough exercise, even though it looks very, very nice. And we go, there we go. But I'll turn the volume back up, because hopefully those stupid adverts have finished. Yeah, I had a wonderful weekend with my friend Peter in Munsley. Because I got to stay in one of his holiday, he's in the holiday village, and they have 2 properties, one that he stays in himself and the one that they let out and they make money out of. They'll get like a certain percentage from the company, and they don't have to do any booking or anything, and because it's theirs, they get a bit of extra money for the privilege of someone else doing all the work. So, but they're allowed off-peak, they're allowed a friend to come and stay just for the cost of the cleaning for 1 week a month off-peak. So that was me. So it was wonderful. So we go like this. This is called flying birds. Now we just transfer the weight. We just practice transferring the weight. So you feel the weight transferring. So that's why Tai Chi is so good for balance and really improving your centre of balance, improving your sense of balance, and it's strengthening, because all the slow movements we're working the muscles posturally. So it's the postural mode of action and muscle action. So you go down like this, imagine the flying bird. So you have the hands to the side, and then you have the palm forward, the fingers forward. You go down, sink, transfer across. It's called flying birds. That's it. Point the fingers forward. Point the fingers forward. Point the fingers forward. In the middle, point forward. Front fingers are forward. That's out to the side. And then forward. Forward. Yeah, you're doing it across. Right. Forward. That's forward.
Yes.
That's to the side. There we are. Then we go down. Point the fingers forward. There we are. And that's out to the side. That's it. And relax the shoulder. There you go. You made that all along, didn't you? Wonderful. Look at that. That looks amazing. Do you know, display team level. Fantastic. We go down. We go forward. Marvellous. There we are. And you've not even done it. And you're brilliant. Well, it's all that stuff with the Forever Active crew. And then, there we are. And then we go down. And up. So this is called flying birds. Flying birds. So flying birds, not confused flying birds. Down and up. Beautiful. Okay, and then finally, before we stop for our tea break, we're going to do silk breathing number 1. So this was the Wu Chi stance. It's called Wu Chi stance. That's what it's called in Chinese. My Chinese is awful. I apologise to anyone that speaks Mandarin or Cantonese for it's such a beautiful language, and I will learn it one day with all the tones, It's lovely, it's like listening to music. And I love the Chinese music as well, it's fantastic. I've got a couple of friends that play the Chinese music, and they're Chinese as well, and amazing, really, really amazing. So you have a slightly wider stance. We transfer the weight and turn, so now we're turning towards the weighted leg and we're breathing. We're going to do silk reading number 1, so we go, so right leg, turn to the right, left leg, turn to the left. So you're turning towards the leg, towards the left, towards the left. That's it. It's much more fun with balloons. I like it, that's great. Really fun. Yeah, they do a lot of children's parties in this hall.
Yes.
And then put your hand on your, put your hand here, and then have your right hand out, and transfer the weight and turn. That's it. You come in, that's it. Come up, and transfer the weight and turn. This is silk reading, Chansi Gong. Chansi means silk reading, Gong means work. Silk reading exercise, or Gong or exercise, silk reading exercise. We're breathing, 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 breathing. Oh, I do like the birdies, it's really great. Yeah, so the weekend just coming, I'm cat sitting, which is great. And then I will be off to the New Forest again to do some more Dawn Chorus. Did I show you the Dawn Chorus? Did I play it to you? Can't remember. Because the Dawn Chorus, what I've recorded, is going to form the basis of my next. My friend, I've got a friend in Pakistan who does healing music, and we're going to collaborate while we're waiting for her to get permission to teach music here. And we're going to make something together, which is great. So just breathe. That's lovely. That's lovely. Very good. So relax the shoulders. Now before tea, we better do the other arm, so we're not wonky when we drink our tea. So again, I'll just demonstrate the body mechanics. So it's the arms like the last bit in Tai Chi. The arms are the bit that you're worried about the least. It's all in the legs and the waist and the turning, feeling where the weight is going. So the weight's moving and the waist turning, and then we've got. So yeah, I had friends from London came to this gig. There's just a lady walking past with blue hair, and they were like, and there were loads of people in the hall that had blue hair, and we had a few musicians that had blue hair. And you don't see that much in London now. And like, got blue. I said, oh, it's a Cambridge thing. So next time you see someone with blue hair in London, ask them if they're from Cambridge. And I was like, yeah, I'd forgotten.
Especially it's pale blue or dark blue, isn't it?
Yeah.
I actually presume it's dark blue.
I guess it'd be dark blue in Oxford, light blue came. But very strange. So. Keep breathing. But yeah, I highly recommend the fish and chip shop in Barnsley. Very good. But yeah, I'll phone up Peter and find out if we're doing rhythm and moves weekend. That's beautiful, isn't it? Silky. So, okay, we'll better stop. Let's have a quick tea break and then I'll press pause. So, let me just pause the recording and then, because what I'll do is I'll show you the first section of the long form that we're learning. Just sort of, hang around out there and that's fine. I'll just show you what we're aiming for when we get back from the... Does the music stop? leave that one there. The form that we're learning, so I'll just show it to you. I won't do the mirror side because I'm no good at mirroring. I'll just do it. I'll just do the basic form, and this is the first section of the Chen Laojiao, which they say is about 300 years old or something like that. So, but the written Tai Chi, they've only been doing written Tai Chi since about the mid-1800s and early 1900s, because they didn't really write it. It was all word of mouth pretty much, like folk songs. You know, every now and then someone will write down all the folk songs. But actually they've been around for a lot longer. So it's a similar kind of thing. So just watch. So, right, this is the beginning. And you come up. So we've done this move already. And then we have one that looks a bit like the flying birds. And then this is called Guardian Warrior Houndsley Mortar. And now this move, when the Grandmaster's son taught this in Bristol and did that stamp, he broke a floorboard. And I saw the floorboard that he broke. It was really exciting. I was like, wow! That's how, because he was so strong and his body was so connected. There was this crack that you heard in the whole of the church hall, and I think they kept very quiet about it. And then he broke the floorboards, and they were pointing it out to me with much reverence. So, I think he's very nice, the son, because he lived in Australia for so long. He's got like an Aussie accent, and he's amazing. So this is, and then we go to White Crane spreads its wings, White Crane, and then it goes to diagonal posture. So this is like the tune. This is like a tune that we're playing. And then we do 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. And then we do it again. Just diagonal posture. Raise arms. 1, step forward. Step forward 3 times. Now the third time you go like this. You cross the hand. You spread the arms out. You make a fist, and then you punch. It's called hidden thrusting punch, or thrusting punch. Then you turn, well that's the nightingale, and then you Guardian Warrior. Now this is where we used to stop, but now they're saying it's the first section of it's a much longer form. It takes about 20-25 minutes to perform, depending on how fast you do it. That looks like Chinese opera to me when they do that. And then go like this. And then we finish that fist under the elbow. And then we went on to that one we've done before, that one. But it finishes at this. So that's the first section of the form, which is what we will be very, very, very slowly and in no particular hurry at all working through to get that first section, just so we're on board with how they're doing it in Reading. But it's a very, very nice form. It's much, it's quite dynamic, and I love the stamping. It's just so much fun. So, you like the stamping as well? Yeah, it's really good. What Grandmaster Chen Xiaowang used to do is, if he was in the sprung floor, he'd sort of go around and go, and just sort of feel, yeah. So
check how strong the floor is.
Check how strong the floor is. So let's go. We did silk reeling number 1. Let's just review that. But the whole form is based on silk reeling, which is what we've been doing. So the running theme of the form is this silk reeling movement. So you turn your waist, just show you that. So you turn the waist and the weight's moving. Okay, try it with the other side. Try it with the other arm. So you go out at the top, you turn, you come in at the bottom, and you turn. And we'll look at footwork and stepping and stuff. So. Yeah, the other thing is if you're not well enough to come, you can come on Zoom and do it from the bed. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. At one point in COVID, I had a student who came from Alaska.
Right.
Fantastic. I was like, wow, that's great. But I had another one from York, and there were quite a few Londoners and stuff, and everyone got busy again.
In our Engineering Society lectures, we get ones from India and
Yeah.
Canada.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so we start here. This is silk reading number 2. So you go 1, raise the palm up, 2, transfer the weight, 3, turn, 4, transfer the weight. So all the classes I teach that have the Zoom element all get put up on the YouTube channel. So you can watch them all again. Good thing about it is if you're watching it at home and you've missed a bit, you can go back and see it all over again. It's great. That's what I've been doing with Mike's classes. I go to Mike's classes when I get a chance. We're all breathing. That's fantastic. That's very good. Much better, everybody. Let's do the other side just to kind of make sure we're... And then what we'll do is we'll combine them. And we get that, which is the bit from the circling arms that I demonstrated earlier. So now, oh, sneak it in. Yeah, that was sneaky. Very sneaky. Horrible, aren't they? Yeah, so we just do that. Yeah, do tell all your friends about this wonderful class that started in Reach. Do you know, emphasise the word biscuit, and I think we'll get loads. Biscuits. Everybody knows.
Bribery gets you everywhere.
So nice, relaxed. Nice, relaxed. Oh, he's got a woodpecker. Yeah, he's recorded a whole load of cuckoos, and there's 9 nightingales where he's living, near where he's living, and there's 2 kingfisher nests.
Oh, right.
Wow.
And I'm hoping he's about this weekend, otherwise I'll just go and look for them myself.
Do the kingfishers make much of a noise?
Not really, only when sometimes they'll make a cry and they make little noises. You can look it up on the internet what the different calls are, but they're mainly the baby kingfishers live in these little holes,
Right.
and they're just amazing. He's got loads of pictures of them at the moment. He's got much better at taking photographs. And then Joe's got a new
you
camera.
rarely see them stationary, don't you? It's usually a
You
flash.
usually see him as a flash, yeah, that's why the song Flash of Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got the CD next. I've only got one copy I can show people, so but I'm getting some more things done in the studio on Tuesday,
Yeah, okay.
which is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that. Cost a fortune though. I didn't realise it was going to cost me so much money to make 5 songs, for goodness sake, but hopefully I'll sell loads, and then that will all go towards my next big project. I've got a big project coming up next for the music. That's good. Fantastic. So that's silk reading 1 and 2 combined. Okay, we're gonna. I think now you've seen what we're aiming for. And any questions? Any questions? Really, but it will make it much stronger, and you feel more tall, and you feel more confident when you're standing better. You feel more confident, and it does strengthen. It's like there's some, it's surprising, very surprising. So we sit down. We'll go back to what we did right at the beginning, loosening exercise. So this was the first exercise actually I ever learnt in Tai Chi. You spend a long time doing this, or at least, you know, you can do it. Because my friend Andrew in Philadelphia, he started in 1971. And he calls me Kid. He goes, "Hey kid," and then ruffles the top of my head. When I see him, he's got part, he's one of the, there's quite a growing number of Tai Chi teachers that teach with Parkinson's. So, you can still do Tai Chi when he moves, and there's another one, he's one of his main teachers actually in Taiwan, Master Howard, he's got Parkinson's, and he moves amazingly. You know, when he's not teaching, he's,
Yes.
but when he's moving, it seems to switch it off a bit.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really good. There we go. Just turn. Oh, that's so much better, isn't it? Very good. Yeah, so we left out the fun leg exercise that we've been looking at. We'll add that next week because it's fun. We'll add that. And windmills, we didn't do windmills either. It's okay. Let's just do this. Breathe in. Breathe out and sink. Lovely. So it's called stroking the back. So imagine your back muscles being stroked softly but firmly, and they all relax. They all relax, and it's like, oh, that's lovely. It's like having a back massage. And then embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So it's like this, you breathe in, you breathe out. Breathe in, and we're noticing the contact with the feet, we're noticing our breathing, we're noticing our posture. So yeah, it's been fun in this hall, but it's fine. It's good to move around sometimes, I do. Might get a few more in. So I know my Wednesday lot might want an extra. One. So. And then what we do is we rub the hands together. This is my favourite bit. Rub the hands together and polish the face. Polishing the face, that's it. Rub the hands together, give the lower back rub. So polishing the face, Master Chun says it helps you look younger. It's good, isn't it? It's quite I learned from about 17, 18 years ago. I learned this move off him. And then rubbing the back, that's for health and longevity, health and well-being. Breathe in, breathe out. So those of you that overpay today, remember you'll pay next week. Well, not next week, no, it's bank holiday next week, the week after.
In reach.
In reach. So make a fist of right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together and out. Right, well done everyone.
So you've got a new key code, presumably?
Yeah, new key, yeah, but I already teach in reach on a Wednesday.
Oh, right.
Well done those of you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.